we're going to start with a slip knot. And then you're going to chain the number of chains that's right for you. If you refer to our written pattern, we'll tell you how to go about working out the foundation chain that's right for you. In our pattern, we chain a total of 88 chains and then an additional 3. For this particular swatch, we want to keep it pretty short, so we're going to chain 33. So go ahead and chain the number of chains, and we'll see you at the end of this. So we've come to the end of our chain. We have 3 more to go. That's 31, 32, 33. And then as per the pattern, we chain an additional 3 more chains. So 1, 2, 3. And for our swatch, this is a total of 36 chains. Obviously yours will be a lot longer. And we're ready to start row 1. So let's start with row 1, and the first thing we do is we single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So we skip this first chain and we single crochet into the second chain, and then we chain 1, and then we skip this next stitch and we single crochet into the next stitch. And then we chain 3, that's 1, 2, 3, we skip 3, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then we single crochet into the next stitch, so that would be in here. And then we chain 3, that's 1, 2, 3, and then we skip 3, that's 1, 2, 3, and then we single crochet into the next chain. And then we chain 2, that's 1, 2, we skip 2, that's 1, 2, and then we single crochet into the next stitch. And then we effectively repeat that, where we chain 3, skip 3, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, skip 3, single crochet into the next stitch, then chain 2, skip 2, single crochet into the next stitch. So let's go ahead and do another round of that pattern. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next stitch, and then chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the next stitch. And we're coming to the end of our very short row, and we'd like to just show you how to finish off. So chain 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next stitch, and yours should look something like this. And when you come to the end of your row, which will be a lot longer, you'll have 2 chains left. You chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet into the last stitch. And then you turn your work and get ready for row 2. So row 2 is where we are going to start crocheting these beautiful petals. And these petals are actually the stitch double crochet 2 together. So we'll go through it slowly, and we're going to start row 2 with a chain 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do our first double crochet 2 together petal into this chain 1 space. So I just try and stick my finger through it. That's the space that we're going into. So let's do this stitch, double crochet 2 together. Let's do this petal together slowly. We yarn over, we insert our hook into that chain 1 space, we pull through the yarn, we yarn over, we pull through 2, we yarn over, we go back into the same chain 1 space, pull through the yarn, we should have 4 loops on the hook, we yarn over, we pull through 2, we yarn over, we pull through all 3. And that is the first double crochet 2 together petal. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to crochet a second petal back into that same chain 1 space. So let's do that together. We chain 2 at this point, 1, 2, and now we're going to crochet the second double crochet 2 together petal back into that same chain 1 space. So let's do that together. We yarn over, we insert our hook back into that chain 1 space and pull through the yarn. We yarn over, we pull through 2, we yarn over, we go back into that same chain 1 space, pull through the yarn, we yarn over, we pull through 2, we yarn over, we pull through all 3. And that is 2 double crochet 2 together petals separated by a chain 2 space into that first chain 1 space. So let's keep going. We chain 1 at this point, and then we're going to single crochet. We're going to skip this first single crochet that's here. It's really close to the cluster, so don't miss it. We're going to skip it, and we're going to single crochet into the next single crochet, which is here. So go ahead. And then we're going to chain 1 again. Okay, and this is where we're going to crochet 4 petals into this chain 2 space here. We're going to skip this chain 3 space, and we're going to crochet 4 petals into this chain 2 space. So let's do that together. We're going to yarn over, we're going to skip this chain 3 space, and we're going to insert our hook into this chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's our first petal. We're going to put 4 petals in here separated by chain 2s. So chain 2, 1, 2, and let's do that again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's our second petal. Let's move to our third petal, but first we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. So let's do our third petal together. We yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and let's do our fourth double crochet 2 together petal back into the space. Sometimes it can get a little bit tight, So we yarn over, go back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. So if we just lay it down, you can see we've done 4 petals, 2, 3, 4, into that chain 2 space. And we're effectively going to repeat that down the row. So at this point, we chain 1, we skip that first single crochet that's right by the cluster, and we single crochet into the next single crochet, which is here. Then we chain 1 again, and once again we crochet 4 double crochet petals into this next chain 2 space. So we skip this chain 3 space and we crochet 4 double crochet 2 together petals into this chain 2 space. We're going to do that together one more time. So we yarn over, we skip the chain 3 and we move across to the chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. It's 1 double crochet 2 together petal, chain 2, 1, 2, we yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, we move to our 3rd double crochet 2 together petal, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that was our 3rd double crochet 2 together petal, and we're moving on to our 4th, but first we chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over, back into that chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And so we've just done a second 4 double crochet 2 together petal cluster, and we've come to our short row, end of our short row. So we're going to chain 1. We just want to show you how to finish off this row. Skip that single crochet close to the cluster, single crochet into the next single crochet, chain 1. You'll obviously have a lot more clusters to go, but we're just going to show you how to finish off row 2. We're going to skip this chain 3, but here we've got a chain 1. Stick my finger through it. We've got a chain 1 there. So we're only going to do a half cluster. We're only going to crochet 2 double crochet 2 together petals into this chain 1 space, and that's going to match the start of this row where we only did 2 here. So let's go ahead, we yarn over into that chain 1 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that chain 1 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and we move on to our second petal, yarn over, back into that chain 1 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that same chain 1 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, and we're going to stop at 2 petals into that chain 1 space, And then the way that we end row 2 is we do a double crochet into that last single crochet. So we yarn over, this one's always a little bit tight, into that single crochet, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that, let's just get this in camera, that is the end of row 2. And we're going to move on to row 3. Okay, so here we are at the start of row 3. And row 3, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into the first stitch. So insert your hook into that first stitch, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're going to chain 3. It's 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to pop it down and show you what we're going to be doing. We're going to crochet these petals on top of the next 4 petals. So here, that's 1, here, that's 2. We're going to skip all this, 3 and 4 petals. So 4 petals are going to go on the top of these next 4 petals. Let's do that together. So we've just done a chain 3. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the top of that first white petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And there we've done our first white petal on top of that white petal below. Let's move to our second petal. We're going to crochet the next double crochet 2 together petal on top of this one. So we yarn over, insert our hook into the top of this second petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And so you can see that we've done 2 petals. We've got to skip through all this to find the third petal, which is over here. So let's do that together. We're going to yarn over, locate the top of that third petal, insert our hook at the top, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert the hook at the top, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. So third petal, and then we're going to crochet into the 4th petal here, yarn over, insert your hook into the top of that petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. So if we just lay it down, we've actually crocheted 4 petals, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the tops of those 4 petals below. So at this point, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to single crochet into this space here, this chain 2 space that sits between the next 2 petals. So go ahead, single crochet, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then if we pop it down again, you can see we're effectively going to be repeating this pattern. So again, we're going to crochet 4 double crochet 2 together petals here, that's 1, here, 2, here, 3, and here, 4. That's going to basically repeat that. So let's do that together. Yarn over into the top of that next white petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over, back into this top of this second petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we're going to locate the third petal, which is over here. So we're going to skip through this, and there it is over there. So we yarn over into the top of that third petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then repeat this for the fourth petal, yarn over into the top of that fourth petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And so just pick that up. 4 white petals, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 3, single crochet into the space, chain 3, and 4 white petals sitting at the top. So you're going to effectively repeat that down your much longer row, and we'll see you at the end of row 3, and we'll show you how we're going to finish off. So here we are at the end of row 3. We've just done 3 double crochet petals. We have 1 more to go. So we yarn over, insert our hook into that 4th and final petal, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into that, back into the tops of that 4th petal, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And we just wanted to show you how to finish off row 3. We've come to our end. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we single crochet into the top of that turning chain. And just your row should look something like this, where you've got these 4 double crochet 2 together clusters, and we're ready to start row 4. So let's turn our work, and row 4 starts with a chain 1 and a single crochet into the first stitch. And then we chain 3, that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to single crochet into the top of this first petal. So go ahead and do that. Single crochet into the top of that first petal, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip these next 2 petals, so that's 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet into the top of this 4th petal. So we're going to skip these 2, 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet into the top of this next petal. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to single crochet into this next single crochet stitch. We're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to repeat that stitch. We're going to single crochet into this next petal at the top. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip the next 2 petals. So we're going to skip this petal, and we're going to single crochet into that next petal, or what I like to think of as the 4th petal. So single crochet in. And then you're just going to repeat that down the row. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next single crochet, chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the top of the next petal, chain 2, 1, 2, and we've already come to the end of our row, and we'd like to show you how we finish off row 4. So skip this next petal, skip the next petal, and single crochet into the 4th petal. And so we've come to the end of our row, and we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet into this last stitch, or the top of the turning chain. And that's the end of row 4. We're going to turn our work and start row 5. So here we are at the start of row 5, and row 5 starts with a chain 1, and then we single crochet into the first stitch, and then we chain 1 again. And then for this row we are crocheting 4 petals into this chain 2 space. So we're going to skip this chain 3 and crochet 4 petals into this chain 2 space, and it's effectively going to create this beautiful flower, and the 4 petals are going to sit on top of these 4 petals below. So let's do that together. We yarn over, insert our hook into the chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's our first petal in the chain 2 space, chain 2. Let's move to our second petal. That's our second petal, chain 2. Let's now move to our third petal, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same chain 2 space, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. That was our third petal, chain 2, and then we double crochet 2 together, our 4th petal, back into that same chain 2 space. So we have 4 petals in the chain 2 space sitting on top of the 4 petals below. At this point we chain 1, and then we skip this single crochet that's very close to the cluster, single crochet into the next single crochet, and then chain 1 again. And then we effectively repeat that. So here we are at the end of row 5. We've finished off our last 4 petal cluster, and you end off row 5 by chaining 1 and single crochet into the top of the turning chain. And then we turn our work and we're ready to start row 6. So row 6 starts with a chain 3. That's 1, 2, 3, and then we crochet 2 petals into the top of the next 2 petals. So we yarn over, insert our hook into the next petal, the top of the next petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's the first petal, and we crochet a second petal into the top of the next petal. So yarn over into that next petal at the top, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. So there's 2 petals. Then we chain 3, 2, 3. We single crochet into that next chain 2 space between the next 2 petals. We chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then we crochet. We've been here before. We crochet 4 petals into the top of the next 4 petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll do that together. Yarn over, into the top of the next petal, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, into the same spot, pull through the yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So there's 1 petal, and then we crochet a petal into the top of the next petal. This will be our 2nd petal. Now we move to our 3rd petal, and we skip through all this and find our next petal and crochet into the top of this 3rd petal, and then we crochet our 4th petal into the top of the next petal. That's our 4 petals. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We single crochet into the next chain 2 space, and we chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to repeat this, and we'll see you at the end of the row to show you how to finish off row 6. So here we are at the end of row 6, and we just wanted to show you how to finish off. We've just done a chain 3, single crochet into the space, and a chain 3. We've got 2 petals left in the row, so go ahead and crochet 2 petals on top of those last 2 petals in the row. And then we finish off row 6 by moving straight into a double crochet into that last stitch. And that's the end of row 6. Yours should look something like this. We turn our work and we get ready for row 7. So here we are at row 7. We're almost there. Chain 1, single crochet into the first stitch, and then we chain 1 again. And row 7 is a little bit like row 4. We're going to skip this first petal, and we're going to single crochet into this 2nd petal, into the top of the 2nd petal. So we single crochet, we chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We single crochet into this next single crochet, and then we chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And we've been here before. We're going to single crochet into the top of the next petal, chain 2, and then skip 2 petals and single crochet into the next petal. So let's do that together. We're going to single crochet into the top of the next petal, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 petals, 1, 2, and single crochet into the top of the next petal, or what we like to think of the 4th petal. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next single crochet, chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the top of the next petal, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 petals, 1, 2, and single crochet into that next petal, or that 4th petal. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next single crochet. And we've come to the end of our row, so we'll show you how to finish off row 7. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the top of that next petal. I've got 2 petals left in the row. So just chain 3, single crochet into that next petal, and now we're going to chain 1, skip that last petal, and single crochet into the top of the turning chain. And that's the end of row 7. And after you've finished row 7, you're going to turn your work and you're going to go back to row 2. So effectively you're just going to be repeating rows 2 to 7. until your back panel reaches your finished length measurement. Hi everyone, this is part 2 of our lacy holiday crochet tie-up cardigan, and we just wanted to do a video to show you how to do the shaping on the front panel to accommodate for the neckline. And we're going to assume that you have crocheted your front panel and it is at the point where it is the length to armpit measurement. So at this point here we have finished on row 6 as instructed by the written pattern, and the length of this panel is your length to armpit measurement. But for this particular video, we really wanted to show you where each row stops. So we've crocheted ours here in a brown, and we're going to do the shaping in a white. So this is just purely for the video so that we can show you easily where the row stops. So as per our written pattern, it says place the front panel in front of you so that the working yarn is on the left-hand side, and then this represents, the stitch mark represents the center of our front panel. It's just to help give us perspective. So we're going to crochet down here and we're going to slant or shape our panel this way. And that's just going to give us a little bit of space for the neckline. So just to remind you that our last row was a row 6, and we're going to start on shaping row A. Shaping row A requires you to chain 1 and single crochet into the first stitch. And then we're going to chain 1 again, skip this first petal and single crochet into the top of this petal. And then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the next single crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet into the top of the next petal. And then we're going to chain 2, that's 1, 2, skip 2 petals and single crochet into the top of the next petal. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the next single crochet. Chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next petal. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 petals, 1, 2, and single crochet into the top of the next petal. So this is effectively like a row 7, but we want to show you how we finish off this shaping row A. So I'm just going to get to the end of this row. So shaping row A says, when you get to the last single crochet in the row, and that's where we are now, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we've reached the last single crochet. It says to stop. So we're going to single crochet into this last single crochet, and where we would have typically gone right to the end, we're going to stop, and it says there should be 2 petals left. And so we're going to stop here and turn our work. And then we're going to move on to shaping row B. Shaping row B is heading towards the edge of our front panel. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to single crochet into this first stitch. Then we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip this chain 3 space and we're going to crochet 4 petals into this. Chain 2, moving to my second petal, We're going to move through this quite quickly, as I'm sure after a back panel of these petals plus most of your first front panel, you'll be an expert at this. And we'll see you at the end of the row. So we've come to the end of shaping row B. We just wanted to show you how we finish off shaping row B. We've just finished our clusters and we've just done a single crochet. We're going to chain one and we're going to crochet 2 petals into this chain 1 cluster. So that's 1 petal, chain 2, into the chain 1 space again, go ahead and double crochet 2 together your second petal, and then we're going to double crochet into the last single crochet, and that is the end of shaping row B. We're going to turn our work and start on shaping row C. Shaping row C starts with a chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into that first stitch, then chain 3, 2, 3, and then we're going to double crochet into the tops of these 4 petals. So I'm going to move quite quickly because I'm sure you've done this before. So here is the first petal sitting on top of that next petal. Let's locate the next petal, and we're going to crochet a petal into the top of that one. Locate the third petal. I'm going to crochet our third petal on top of that one, and then our fourth. And then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the space, chain 3 again, and then we're going to repeat that. And we'll see you closer to the end of the row because we want to show you how to finish off row C, and the end of row C will do another shaping. So we've come to the end of our shaping row C, and we just wanted to show you how to finish shaping row C. We've just completed 3 of our petals. We have 1 more left to go. And we chain 3 at this point, 1, 2, 3. We single crochet into this chain 2 space. That's the chain 2 space on the last cluster, and then we stop. And as the written pattern says, there should be 2 petals left. So we're going to stop here at that point, and we're going to turn our work. And we're going to move to shaping row D. To show you how we start shaping row D, we're going to chain 1, single crochet into the first stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet into the top of this next petal. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 petals, and single crochet into the top of the next petal. And you've been here before, we're going to chain 3, 2, 3, single crochet into the single crochet, chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into the top of that next petal, chain 2, 1, 2, skip these 2 petals, and single crochet into the top of that next or 4th petal. So we're going to continue this down the row, and we'll see you at the end. We've come to the end of our shaping row D, and we wanted to show you how to finish off. We have just chain 3, single crocheted into the next single crochet, chain 3, and we've just single crocheted into the top of the first petal of our last cluster. We chain 2, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the top of our very last petal in this row. And then the way we finish off shaping row D is we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the top of that turning chain. And then we turn our work and we move into shaping row E. And you can see that slant there taking place, and shaping row E will be adding to that. So it starts off with a chain 1, single crochet into the first stitch, chain 1. We're going to skip this chain 3 and we're going to crochet 4 petals, 4 double crochet 2 together petals into this chain 2 space. So again, moving quickly because you would be very good at these petals. And remember, the petals are separated by chain 2s. We chain 1 after we finish the 4 petals, skip the single crochet and single crochet into the next single crochet, chain 1 again, and same thing, skip this chain 3 space and do 4 petals into the next chain 2 space. So we'll see you closer to the end of the row so that we can show you how to finish off shaping row E. So here we are coming to the end of shaping row E, and we just want to show you how we finish off this row. As the pattern says, as the written pattern says, when you come to your last chain 2 space, so that would be right here, the last chain 2 space in the row, we're only going to crochet 2 petals into this chain 2 space. We typically would have done 4, but because we're trying to slant this, we're only going to go and crochet 2 petals into this chain 2 space. So let's just do that so you can see what it looks like. That's the first petal, chain 2. Here's the second petal. So we're only going to crochet 2 petals into this chain 2 space, and then we're going to put a DC into that next SC. So we're going to crochet a double crochet into that single crochet space. And I'll just pop that down. So just to repeat, in the last chain 2 space on the row, in shaping row E, the last chain 2 space, you're only going to crochet 2 petals and then a double crochet into the single crochet. And it's going to look something like this. And then you're going to turn your work and move to shaping row F. So shaping row F is going to start with a chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet into that first stitch, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet 2 together petals into the next 4 petals. So that's 1 petal, that's 2 petals, the third petal's over here, that's 3 petals, and that's 4 petals. It's going to look something like that. We're going to chain 3, 2, 3, single crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to repeat that, which is a bit more typical down the row, and we'll show you at the end of shaping row F how to finish off. So we've come to the end of shaping row F, and we have 2 petals left to go. So we chain 3, we crochet 2 petals into the top of these last 2 petals in the row, and then we finish shaping row F with a double crochet into the last stitch. And that's the end of shaping row F. We turn our work and get ready to start shaping row G. Shaping row G starts with a chain 1 and a single crochet into the first stitch, and then we chain 1 again, and then we skip this first petal and we single crochet into the second petal, into the top of the second petal. And then we've been here before, we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, we single crochet into this next single crochet stitch, we chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then we single crochet into the top of this next petal, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we skip 2 petals, 1, 2, and single crochet into the top of this next petal. And we continue this down the row, and we'll see you at the end of this row to show you how we finish off shaping row G. So we've come to the end of shaping row G, and we just wanted to show you how to finish off. We've just single crocheted into this last single crochet, we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, we single crochet into the top of this first white petal, we chain 2, 1, 2, and then we skip through these next 2 petals and we single crochet into this last and final petal in the row, and then we stop and we turn our work, and we're ready to start shaping row H. So here we are at the start of shaping row H, and we just wanted to show you how to start this row. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in this chain 2 space we're going to crochet 2 petals inside it. So that's 1 petal, we're going to chain 2, and that's 2 petals. So just 2 petals into that chain 2 space. Then we're going to chain 1, skip the single crochet into the next single crochet, chain 1 again, and then as per normal we're now going to crochet 4 petals into this chain 2 space. Chain 2, so that's just the slight difference with shaping row H. You're only going to have 2 petals in that first chain 2 space. But after that, you're going to continue as per normal and do 4 petals into the chain 2 space. So we'll see you at the end of row H. And here we are at the end of row, at the end of shaping row H. And we've just got this last chain space, and we crochet 2 petals into this last chain space. That's 1 petal, chain 2, and that's 2 petals, and then we finish with a double crochet into the single crochet. So just to have a look at what shaping row H looks like, it's 2 petals in the start, then your typical 4 petal clusters, and then you finish with 2 petals in the last chain space. ending with a double crochet into the single crochet. And we're going to turn our work, and at this point we're going to stop shaping. That typically is enough shaping, and we're going to then just move into regular rows. So your next row, and you can go back to our original pattern, your next row will just be a regular row 3. We just wanted to crochet this in a contrasting color so that you can see where the shaping rows started and where they will finish. And when you start on regular row 3, you will be going right to the end. So the neckline starts here and shapes, and then it should go upwards. And you keep doing this. Sorry, I'll just move it down. It goes along here and upwards, and you keep doing this until you have reached a total of your finished length measurement. And after you have finished the cardigan, we will be crocheting a beautiful lace edging around it, which will soften all of this out. All of the details is in the written pattern. Thanks for watching this video. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to us.